What happens when a podcast sparks a firestorm? Today we're unpacking the MacG Minnie Dlamini drama and why it's got politicians itching to regulate podcasts. Is this about protecting women or silencing voices? Let's dig in. MacG, host of Podcast and Chill, stirred outrage with crude comments about Minnie Dlamini's personal life after her breakup. He suggested her private parts caused her relationship issues. Disgusting? Yes. Social media exploded, and Minnie's consulting lawyers. Deputy Minister Letsike called it online gender-based violence, urging MultiChoice to act and pushing for podcast regulation. She's referring MacG to the Gender Equality Commission and others.
You know, Katleho, I think if we're going to really end gender-based violence, we must end it where it starts. It shouldn't be ended when action such as rape or murder takes place. I'm regarding this because last year in November, together with the Human Science Research Council, we have released a report that have actually shown high levels of gender-based violence incident, but where they also emanate because we've normalized soft violence, we've normalized emotional, online, and various other nuances of violence, and we don't prevent it, we don't stop it. And this is why, actually, when you listen to Mr. Mukwebo's utterances, which has always been a problem in the public, there's an outcry, such as many other platforms that have joined. So that's why we're coming out to say part of ending gender-based violence is where it starts.
But here's the twist. Where was this outrage when artists painted Jacob Zuma in compromising positions or Zapiro drew him with a showerhead? Those were provocative, yet political elites didn't bat an eye. Why? Because they controlled mainstream media. Podcasts like MacG's, they're wild cards, unfiltered, reaching millions. Now, elites want laws to tame them, cloaking it as GBV concern.
We must not be allowed to be derailed from our program. We've got a very clear program as this Parliament Chair. We know what our mandate is. We know what it is that we want to achieve. We've already resolved, by the way, even before the department had resolved, to say that we're going to go to Matatiela and look into that particular aspect in Crackdown. And we did it as members of Parliament because we could see that there's a silence. We could see that there's nothing that is coming from the department. There's nothing that is coming from the South African Police Services. So we have to do some joint venture together with other portfolio committees and go and look into these issues. So I take exception, not to the case itself, because it's a very important case and we condemn what happened there. But I take exception because the characters which are presenting these cases in Parliament are not only, don't understand Parliament processes, or if they understand them, they just undermine them. But they are also very selective in the types of cases that they want to bring before this Parliament.
The real motive. This isn't just about MacG's bad taste. It's about power. Politicians can't control podcasts like they do TV or radio. Calling MacG's words soft violence lets them push laws to regulate online speech. But GBV is real, brutal, systemic. Why focus on a podcast when women face daily violence? It's a smokescreen to stifle voices that challenge the status quo.
That's a wrap, folks. But before you go, keep this in mind. Their smoke and mirrors are just theatrics, pulling your focus from what truly matters. The real fight? It's always been about the land and the economy. Stay sharp, stay woke, and we'll catch you next time.
The most important person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs.